Hey YouTube, this is DK James 5 and this is going to be part of the Haircut Tips for Newbies series. And I've gotten from the last video, a request to do a video on how I moisturize and seal my hair. And so I'm not going to go through and show my whole entire head, but I will do this section here in the front so you can get an idea of how I do it. Now, like I said in the video where I showed you that demonstration, well, I showed you that visual of moisturizing and sealing. I told you to get a moisturizer. I'm going to use Delight My Hair moisturizer. Sometimes I might spritz my hair with a little water, but I'm not going to do that here. So it's up to you if you feel you need a little water. And so I'm going to use this as a moisturizer. I'm going to use the Delight My Scalp and Hair Oil to seal. And what I do is I also like to add on a thick, even after the oil, I like to add on, this is something extra I just started doing, is adding on a really thick butter to help prevent, for my ends, preventing splitting and knots and stuff. So I'm using Delight My Hair Deep Conditioner for that. So what I'm going to do is I like to have, I'm going to do it in big braids. So what I did last night, actually it was after my wash day, so I had it in braids for a while, but I put it in braids and then I bobby pin them down, so it's like it's in braids but it's down, and then I pull it back in that goodie clip that you guys usually see me wear, and then I just unbraided it this morning. Now I find, because someone asked on that other video, let me skip this over, they wanted to know, when they moisturize and seal like their loosely natural hair, and that means, just put it on your hair, like let's say after you washed or something, in the morning it's dry. I found too, that was the same with me too. If I just moisturize and seal my hair in the morning, it felt a little dry, Now also this, you guys, your hair doesn't have to be doesn't have to feel wet or something to be moisturized. I sometimes tell by the feel how soft it is and things like that. It lets me know that my hair is moisturized. So, it doesn't have to be dripping wet and stuff to be moisturized. But I find that if I like to braid my hair at night or something, that it helps kind of lock in the moisture really good. So if you don't want to braid or twist your hair, you just want to just put a moisturizer on your hair and seal it, I would suggest putting a plastic cap over your hair, or saran wrap, something like that, throughout the whole night, so to keep that, so in the morning your hair still is moisturized. Because I feel like if you just moisturize, seal, and just put on a satin cap, in the morning sometimes, your hair may not feel moisturized, may feel a little dry. So just use that, try that the next time you're moisturizing and seal, especially if you do it on loose, natural hair, it's not twisted or braided. Try putting a saran wrap over your hair or a plastic cap and sleeping on it like that through the night. I know some people don't always like using plastic cap and things like that, but it's worth it to help keep that moisture in so your hair still feels, it's something about when you twist your hair and braid it, it locks it in more and your hair tends to stay moisturized. So you try those tips. Okay, so I'm going to do this section of hair here because this is still daytime, and I'm just going to show you and give you an example and just do this section for you. So what you want to do is I start with a section of hair like this, and I'm going to put a small amount of moisturizer on. And I probably didn't even need that much, but I'm rubbing it, and then I'm focusing on the ends here. And then of course I put it over the whole section, but it's like my focus is the ends, since it's the oldest part of your hair. Okay. And then I'm going to put a few drops of oil. Ooh, right on down my arms. So, and I'm really focusing on the ends. Okay. And then all I'm doing now is going to put it in a braid. And you guys see how simple that was, just moisturizing and sealing. So let's say if you were to spritz your hair with water and then just add a butter to seal it with or something, you can do that. And then I'm telling you, put it in a braid or a twist really holds it in, locks that moisture in, so it stays that way in the morning. So when you take your braids out or whatever. And so all I'm doing is, you see me doing, I'm just putting it in a braid. And then I'm going to show you what I do with my Delight My Hair deep conditioner. Now remember, it's not a deep conditioner, it's a hot oil treatment, but it's a butter, you know, but it's really rich with a lot of butters and things. And so twisting the ends. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of, you see that? And what I do is just kind of go over the braid. That's what I've been doing. Now you don't have to do this, but just for some extra protection against knots and split ends, because my hair sometimes tend to split, and I don't know if you can completely avoid split ends, but if there are ways, something I can do to help prevent it and things, you know, that's what I do. So what I do, you guys, is when have this all braided, I have it bobby pin back, and I put it in a goodie clip. If your hair can't fit all of it in there, if you're comfortable sleeping with bobby pins, I would say use bobby pins, or those kind of they're not bobby pins, these kind of what are they called, these clips, like these they're not barrettes, but it's kind of like that. Maybe you might feel more comfortable using that on your hair, but I would just say make sure it's pulled back, and just put your satin cap on for the night like this, and you're good to go. And that's how I moisturize and seal. And I'm trying to think, I may not do this, especially if I would say if you go outdoors a lot, I would say I would do this nightly, but I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I may go every other night where I apply a moisturizer and then seal. Sometimes I end up I might lightly mist my hair with water, that's it, and then just seal it with an oil, you know, because my hair still feels moisturized, so I just lightly mist it with a little, with a little water and that. So you do it, you feel your hair, and remember, if it feels if it feels, I don't want to say cool to the touch, but it feels soft, you know. Now it's still whatever the hair texture is, whatever the texture feel of your hair, but you know what I mean, it feels nice and soft. That's how I can tell it's moisturized, and by how it feels. But that's really simple on how to moisturize and seal your hair. Remember, if you put your hair in a twist, or if you put your hair in a bun, you can do it the same way. Moisturize, seal, and then put your hair in that bun. And if you want a little extra, I'm going to take this braid out, but if you want a little extra protection on those ends, I would say try to get a real thick butter, because the Delight My Hair deep conditioner is different than my Delight My Hair butter. The Delight My Hair butter, I think I had that around here. Okay, the Delight My Hair butter, I'm gonna show you real quick. Okay, this is the wait, I got butter ones. Okay, this is not Delight My Hair butter, but I can't tell. Yes, it is. Okay, it is. Okay, you see how that is, and you rub it on, and it's instantly into an oil. Okay, this is the difference between this and the Delight My Hair. This is the Delight My Hair leave-in cream. Okay, you guys see how thick that is? Very, 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 very thick. Okay, it takes a while. I should use this as an example. It takes a while to melt. Now look at that. Now you see how thick that is? You see how that is? Well, that's the difference between this butter and the regular Delight My Hair butter. So it all comes down to is find a really, really thick butter that you can use to add a little protection on those ends to help with you know, split ends, you know. So you guys, I hope this helped you, and this was a good enough tutorial to show you how you moisturize and seal. As you can see, it's not really, and remember, if you can, try to twist it up, braid it up, you know, to help lock in that moisture more. But if you're tired, like I am sometimes myself, and I get a little bit like I'm just tired, don't feel like, get a little lazy, don't want to twist or braid, I would recommend just taking extra time getting that saran wrap or a plastic cap and putting it over your hair. So in the morning, because my hair always feels moisturized in the morning when I do it that way. Sometimes if I just do it really quick, sometimes I may have to add a little bit more moisturizer in the morning. It's because I don't know what, it's just when your hair is free, something about when you're locking it together and you're twisting it up or braiding it up, it just holds it in. So if you can, I would recommend you braiding, twisting your hair, or if you bantu knot it, or if you flat twist, anything like that to help lock it in that, you know, that moisture. So thank you guys so much for watching, and to all you newbies out there, I hope this helped you. And remember, if you have any more requests, anything you want me to touch base on, you need me to give tips on, hopefully I can. If I don't know, I'll find someone who knows. But just leave it in the comment box. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to love the hair and body God gave you. Bye.